Greetings, brothers and sisters of the Creed. I'm Mr. Assassin, and today I'm bringing you my Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time review. And I'm sorry if my voice sounds really lazy. I'm lazy already, but if it sounds extra lazy, that's just because it's 8:40 in the morning and I stayed up relatively late. I know a lot of people stay up past 12 o'clock, but I wake up early, and that's enough of my life now, so let's get to the game. So Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time takes place in the land of Hyrule, a magical place where you basically you're a Hyrulean. Different from all the other Zelda games before this, number one, it's in 3D because it's on the Nintendo 64, or 64-bit, I believe it's called. Number two is that it gives you this 360 environment where there's depth, not just height and width, or length and width, and there's now depth to everything. There's levels, there's floors, and everything like that. So, Ocarina of Time takes place in Hyrule. You're Link, you wake up in the forest, and you are summoned by the Great Deku Tree to save the world. And you, being Link, you don't know it yet, but you are actually the Triforce of Courage embodiment, and so you say, yes, I will save you. And then it ultimately becomes one thing after another of saving the world, becoming the hero of time at the Temple of Time, using the Ocarina of Time. Yeah, that's a lot of time, but it's all good stuff. And actually, this game is amazing for what it is. I mean, granted, the water temple, which we will not speak of, is annoying as all get out. But there are so many good things about it. There's great things about it. Number one, it introduced primary and secondary weaponry. And you're probably thinking, what are you talking about? There's no primary and secondary. Primary weaponry is the weapons you use all the time. In this game, it's called equipment. Your equipment section on the menu. Your secondary weapons are the C button items that you use. The items are what they call. Don't confuse it for anything else. It really is primary and secondary weaponry. So that's really cool. Also, it gave you this option of having more than just one item, because the Nintendo 64 controller had a whole lot of buttons. I don't even know how many. Like, I want to say 10, maybe 15. I don't know. It lets you use a lot more items than you could in, say, for the Super Nintendo or even the Game Boy, where you only had your A item and your B item. And 9 times out of 10, it was usually your sword, and then whatever item you got in your last dungeon and in the dungeon in here. You know, you did switch up the B one several times. It was always your sword for the A, and then whatever item that you had. And Nintendo realized this. They realized, oh wait, people just put the sword in the first slot, so let's just make it an actual use, and then let people use other items so they don't have to keep going to the menu item. Because you're Link, you have like 1,000 different pockets behind your shield, so you have like all these items and weapons. So it gets kind of annoying having to switch back and forth between the pause menu and then back into the game. There's a lot of classic Zelda themes in Zelda Ocarina of Time that you see a lot. Number one, you have to save the princess, you have to adventure through a large land, and Hyrule is huge. Not Twilight Princess huge, not Wind Waker huge, but it is huge considering for the scale that you play in. So, this game is fantastic, it's great, there's a lot of things. There's one thing that I like that I wish other games would do, is the fact that to save the game, all you have to do is pause, press the B button, and it just automatically saves. That I think is fantastic, because it doesn't take you at all. Like, as soon as you press B, it says game is saved, and then you press B again, and the menu's closed, and you keep playing on. It's fantastic. I enjoy it. I know other people did. It's a lot better change from when you were playing Majora's Mask and you could only save at certain statues at certain times of the day. Which, I'll be bringing my Majora's Mask as soon as I download it. I'm just lazy to download it. So guys, I'm giving this game a 10 out of 10. I would play it on console again. And if you guys haven't noticed, I'm playing all these games on my computer. They're called ROMs, and one of these days I'll do a video to show you how to do this if I feel like it. And you're able to play all these games. Now the thing is, it's not... A lot of people hate emulating ROMs for the sole fact that it's not like playing games like when you were a kid, you know, on Nintendo 64 when you got off school, or on your Game Boy, you know, between classes. Sure, it's not like that. It's not like that first time of turning on the Nintendo and playing it. I mean, it doesn't have that, no. But the nostalgia of Zelda and Mario and Yoshi's Story is so great, you can't overlook it. It's fantastic to be able to relive these moments as Link, and as adult Link, and just run around and kick butt. So, that's my review for Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. It's a fantastic game. You guys should download it. One of these days I'll probably show you how to download it so you can play it. And until next time, until our paths meet again, safety and peace.